We in NCSY just came out of the most incredible weekend of our calendar year. NCSY Yachekala brought hundreds of teens from around the country together to be machazik in their learning. The significance of this accomplishment is highlighted by the context in which it happened. Through the darkness of the times that we obviously live in and the frigidness of the winter months, we came out ablaze with the fire and warmth of Torah. So too in this week's Parsha, the light of Geula shines forth. At the end of Parshas Bo, the Geula occurs of Yitzias Mitzrayim. But it's preempted by what? The darkness of the ninth plague. During this plague, the darkness was so intense that any other normal night would pale in comparison. And Rashi tells us that the thickness of the darkness prevented the Mitzrayim from even being able to move. This contrast of light and darkness is not just opposites of the presence of light and the lack thereof. It's more intrinsic, it's more powerful. The Maral relates this to us in NCSY. In the description he says for Alosa Shachar, the break of dawn. Why is it so powerful, the break of dawn? So for us, it's very practical. On the 5:30 slot for Shmirah, on a Shabbaton like the one we just had, where we're yearning for the break of dawn, where we're going to be off, and be able to go back to sleep. But also, the darkness seems to get more intense and more scary. How is it that right before the darkness, there's such a depth of darkness that envelops us? The answer is it's exactly true. As the night progresses, the darkness gets deeper because the light and illumination of the moon and the stars fade away, and right before the break of dawn, the darkness is at its most intense level. That's a mashal for our lives, that's a mashal for the exile, and that's exactly what our work in NCSY requires of us. So that's our responsibility in NCSY and the achrayus that we have to take. And that's what we have to go out and do. In the darkest of times comes the brightest of lights. And that's what our opportunity is during this harsh period that we live in right before the Geula. But it's an awesome opportunity because through that darkness, we come out with the brightest of lights, and let's be mechazik that light of our NCSYers. So go out there and ignite the light.